Oh, I didn't look at the Shadowlands BBS. Typhoon warning. This newscast just aired. If anyone wants to watch real-time Is0bel's data or Earthsat images of the storm, the basic service paywall on Skywatcher imagery is easily circumvented. The Imperial Japanese Meteorological Agency today issued an advanced typhoon warning for the northern Philippines and the coast of the Guangdong Confederation, as tropical storm Usagi has grown into a full-strength typhoon Category 3 in the Pacific. Typhoon Usagi has formed late in the year for such a powerful storm. Meteorologists credit this growing trend of awakened cold season typhoons to global warming and powerful magical vortices in the eastern Pacific, which appears to help drive moist air convective over cooler ocean waters. The newscaster looks down at the notes. According to the official release by Lance Inroki of the IJMA, Usagi is now identified as an awakened storm. We have observed strong lightning activity, electromagnetic anomalies, and extreme concentrations of awakened seabirds along its edges. That sounds terrifying. Awakened storms exhibit anomalous physical and magical behavior. Many experts believe they show reactive intelligence and possibly even self-awareness, and will resist making landfall to prolong their lives, even holding position against prevailing winds. Study of these storms is inhibited by their extreme environmental conditions and astral turbulence. In physical strength, Usagi may peak as a violent typhoon, Category 5 on the Eastern Pacific scale, but will weaken substantially before making landfall. Although mariner lore is replete with tales of malicious storms, scientists have detected no provable animosity towards metahumans in the behavior of these miracles of nature. Learn more on Wild Storms of the Pacific, this week's episode of Savage Nature with host Bertrand Modonica. The Guangdong coast will likely have a long precursor battering, with drenching rains but moderate winds as Usagi stalls offshore. Usagi is one of the more powerful storms of the season, but it is not unusual. Usagi does not have super typhoon potential. Alright, this is gonna be perfect. A long, soft hit by Usagi, lots of electromag interference. Security and cops all tied up. It's running season. I hope everyone's ready for a high operational tempo. Our fixer's already scrambling for crews. I heart storms. Alright. Burst smack. Alright, let's try this again. Come one, come all, and welcome to what could very well be the last Shadowland Poetry Slam. There's something kind of sad about that, end of an era. In honor of Jivebird, I created an expert system that writes haikus. It takes whatever's being said in a thread and turns it into a poem. Mind if I fire it up? Snozzy, you shouldn't have. What kind of poetry slam includes bots? This is lame. Homage to Jivebird. The program stirs, churns out text. 3 lines mar the piece. Haha, that's brilliant. Now I can hang up my quill. I really don't buy that a bot can produce poetry like a living, breathing, feeling human being, sorry. Nobody said that it could. This is bullshit. Despair grips the poets. A machine crafting haikus. The Jive bot breaks free. Was that supposed to happen? The slam is now slammed. This program has broken loose. Pandemonium. Well, look on the bright side. How much damage can a runaway poetry bot do anyway? You fucking people. That's really good. That's really, really good. A short clip of Truth News broadcast begins playing. And despite their efforts, no one has yet come forward. The government of Hainan has denied all connection with the terrorist fugitives, even going so far as to state that the White Star organization no longer exists. There has still been no word from the Hong Kong police force on the whereabouts of the fugitive terrorists. The White Star doesn't even exist. The mood on the streets is nervous. There's no telling when or where these terrorists will strike. For now, the Special Duties Unit of the Hong Kong Police Force remains on active alert, ready to respond at a moment's notice. This is Sunny Cheng with Horizon News signing off. What a load of crap. How are they gonna convince us a bunch of crazy terrorists got into the free enterprise zone and just disappeared under their noses, huh? This would never happen if Lone Star was the sole police force here. Sure, because heavily armed terrorists never sneak into Lone Star cities like Chicago and Seattle, only to disappear and remain free to roam the streets after they engage in public gun battles. There's no way Henan is connected to these people. If they really were White Star, they'd have struck already. Their entire modus operandi is suicide bombings and civilian casualties. If these people are hiding, they're probably on the wrong side of a setup. Oh, hey, Lu version 2. Sure, because everybody in the shadows is just some bleeding heart fighting the Megas because they believe in freedom. Grow the hell up. No, he's right. If we were terrorists, we would have done something already. Alright, looking for tailor for special job. Searching for a tailor for some unusual custom work. I might know a guy. Is this for armor? Not exactly. It's a surprise birthday gift for a friend. A friend's drone, actually. What exactly do you want a tailor to make for a drone? A cat costume with soft little ears and paws. Ah, you wish you didn't ask. Or better yet, a bear suit. Oh, or a red samurai outfit. I even have a reference I can provide. Okay. You got a fat stack of new yen? This is gonna cost. I'll find the new yen. Can you help me? This will be so worth it. Yeah, I'll hook you up. Can't get a flight to Seattle. Hey, I've got a problem I'm hoping one of you can help with. I came out to the free enterprise zone 2 weeks ago for work. Now that the job is wrapped, I've been trying to get an under-the-table flight to Seattle for the past week off the books. No passport control, that kind of thing. Nobody's making the trip. What gives? Check the news feeds, man. Haven't you heard? The Seattle is on lockdown. Nothing coming into or out of the city without a thorough search for at least another week. They caught some smugglers trying to move some really nasty stuff in through a covert landing at Discovery Park. This seems like a bit of an overreaction. Tons of awful stuff move through Seattle every day, so what's different about it this time? Not like this. You didn't hear from me, but I have some friends with ICE. They say whatever it was, it set off the radiological alarms of the Coast Guard ship that was sweeping the area. We're talking fissionable material here, enriched and ready to go in a bomb. Oh, cool. No way, I don't buy that for a second. More likely some corp had an accident with one of their ships and dumped some radiological material. They just don't want to admit it, so City Hall's covering their asses. Don't dismiss the news so lightly. The smugglers were carrying cargo for winter night. It's only pure luck the cargo was intercepted at all. Yeah, that's not luck. Who the hell is Winter Night? Sounds like a goblin rock band. Not who, what. All you need to know is this. Winter Night is bad news. You cross them, they destroy your life. You ever run into any of them on a job, I suggest a solution that comes in 7.62mm. Alright. New Pinoy in Hong Kong. Hi there, just arrived in Hong Kong from CFS and want to meet other runners from the Philippines. Salamat po! Anyone? I make really good pansit. Well, why don't you say so right away? Kumusta po kayo? Lots of former Huck families here. Welcome! Hi! Tagasanka. Me from Melina. I'm a decker, you? QC here, I'm a decker too. Pansit is fine and good, but can you also make dinugun? PM me if you can. Kumusta. Nice to meet you, QC Blues. Hi there, Street Mage here. Might know some Pinoy runners looking for a new decker. Welcome. Okay. Alright, so that's all of that. And then we have to talk to our crew. Ah, the last run. I don't like how the last run was written. I feel like, oh, you didn't want to talk? I really feel like they just shoehorn some combat in just for the hell of it, right? Because I don't think any of that combat was really necessary. I guess if we had the right stats or the right etiquettes, we could have talked past some of that stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. It's possible that some of the dialogue options could have avoided combat. I'm not sure. You know what? We can look it up. We can look it up on the internet. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Is0bel half turns away from the octopus's main display. She looks up at you, blinking. The memory stick that you acquired from Rhombus has already been slotted into one of the computer's many expansion ports. The cherry red plastic that sheaves the stick looks slick and wet in the light. You did good back there. The run went well. No, it didn't. Her eyes slid down to the memory stick. We got the stick, the key to my old memories. All I have to do now is slot it. Any thoughts about that last run? Yeah, of course I've got thoughts. It was my run, right? She pauses for a moment. And, thank you for coming with me. Don't mention it, it was fun. Don't know if I called it that, but we got what we came for, that's something. Anything else you wanted to know? You haven't unlocked your old memories yet. No, not yet. I mean, I can. It'd be as simple as plugging myself in and tapping a key. My old memories are all mine if I want them. But you're not sure that you want them. She nods. That's about the shape of it. I'm feeling hesitant about this. It isn't easy, you know, shifting organic memories into headway storage, wiping the originals, and locking them away for safekeeping. That's corporate level mind sculpting, serious business. So, well, then why are you dismissive? Locking the files away was important to you, I got that. Very important. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have let an amateur tinker with my brain in the corner of a derelict shopping mall. Whatever I've got up there, I was desperate to get rid of it. Makes a girl wonder why. You didn't remember that part? Couldn't you, like, forget the specific thing, but remember why you want to forget it? Tell me, Is0bel, would it have been easier for you to have Rhombus just wipe the memories altogether? She blinks. Yes, much easier. Still not without risk, but you didn't do that. You hadn't moved the memories into storage. Why? Because you'll need them later. There's a long pause, because I knew that one day I might need them. And today is that day. We need information on the walled city, and whatever's locked away up there could help. Another long pause. Is0bel stares at her feet, thinking. Finally, she looks back up at you. You're right. I know that. I knew it before we went to get the code. I just needed to talk through it with someone, not Gobbert. Someone who could take the situation seriously. I needed to talk through it with you. Glad to be of help. Without another word, she pulls a cable from a pile on the floor and slots it into her data jack. The other end disappears into one of the octopus's many brains. Her fingers fly across the octopus's keyboard, rattling off a series of audible clicks. Finally, her thumbs hovers over the execute key. Alright, SDKC, wish me luck. Luck. The key depresses with an audible click. Is0bel's eyes flutter and her cheeks flush with blood. Oh no. No. She starts shaking her head from side to side, wringing her hands. A progress bar on the octopus's auxiliary monitor slowly climbs. Oh fuck. So this is dangerous. I mean, there's no guarantee that this won't completely mess her up. What's happening, Is0bel? You okay? The progress bar climbs to 100. Is0bel snatches the cable back out of her data jack and covers her eyes with her hands. She's shivering. She clutches her temples in the palms of her hands. Now I remember why I didn't want these anymore. Bad stuff, huh? That's an understatement. This isn't okay, not at all. I can remember things that happened to friends of mine, to relatives, things that I watched happen. No. Wait. Wait, how... Wait, what happened? It's okay, Is0bel, breathe. They're just memories, they can't hurt you. Oh, they can hurt you. Yes, they can. Her voice is ragged, raw. These memories are crystal clear. It's like all of this shit happened yesterday. I can remember watching friends die, and I can see their screaming faces just as clearly as I did the day it happened. It's like watching a shit show, but it's my life and it's real. Your friends died? People died? What happened? Is0bel, focus. Is there anything in there that can help us? She screws her eyes shut in concentration. Beads of sweat hang heavy on her brow. I think so, yes. It will take time for me to sift through all of this. People died? She opens her eyes again, looks up at you. I'll hold on to these memories for as long as I can, hopefully long enough to reveal something useful. No promises beyond that, though. Thank you, Is0bel. Don't thank me yet. I could still crack in a half hour and lock away the files. She gives you a weak half smile. Gonna do my best not to, though. One thing that does jump out at me, Rhombus archives some software up here. She taps her temple with a fingernail. It's sitting on top of the memories, all wrapped up like a present. Don't know why he did it, but it looks like a combat package. Oh. Combat package, you say? She nods weakly, some sort of basic attack modification. I'll have to study it to be sure, but I think that I can use it. There's some good news. Yeah, it's all very exciting, but for now just give me some space, okay? She turns away shivering. Like I said, it's gonna take time for me to make sense of this stuff. Alright, I'll check back with you later. Good, go, now. People died? People died in the walled city? Your friends died in the walled city? What the hell was that? What the hell was that?